Hey, it's Steph. Thanks for watching today's video. I have an update for That's So 2000s. This was created by Sam in collaboration with the Fantastic Ladies Facebook group, and she has over 40 prompts that are related to the 2000s, which is a super nostalgic time of just time, I guess, decade. I don't know where I was going with that, but I was in middle school, high school. I basically grew up in the 2000s. I graduated from high school in 2009, so I definitely remember most of these prompts, and they just give me all the feels. So if you love this project as well, keep on watching. If you're not subscribed to my channel, I do mostly panning content. I throw in a get ready with me every now and then, so if you like those kind of videos, be sure to subscribe before you leave. If you can hear things in the background, my dishwasher's going, and I have a fan like in the hallway outside of my baby's nursery while he naps, trying to drown out my voice while I do videos, so I'm sorry if that bothers you. I have been working on 5 prompts, so let's just get into my usage. I forgot to say that this has updates every month on the 16th. It runs from January to December of this year. No, oh my gosh, April to April. Yes, it started April 16th and goes till April 16th of 2025. I think that's the first time that I've said that year, 2025. I'm sure I said it in the intro to this project. But Sam, suggests working on 5 prompts randomly generated, and it is rolling style, which means when you hit a goal, you roll in a new prompt. I've been working on 5 items. The first one was for low-rise pants, which thankfully my mom never let me wear low-rise pants. She always told me they were not flattering, which for my body type, they're definitely not. And that is for your least flattering product. I knew I had to roll in something warm toned because I do not think warm tones look that great on me. So I rolled in an eyeshadow for my Profusion Harvest palette, specifically the shade Grassland. This is what it was looking like last month. My goal was to use this 5 times, but also create a look with this palette as a whole. The last update I had used it twice, and I did create my look, and I was able to use it 3 more times, including today. I have it on as like a wing. I don't know if you can tell. It's very subtle. It's just kind of like a surprise if you get too close. So I did reach my 5 use goal, and it is rolling out. I'm looking at my phone. If you were wondering, my baby is not falling asleep. So sorry if you can hear his little noises. The next one was velour tracksuit. Never wore that in my life either. And that is something soft. I rolled in my NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream. These are definitely soft. They're very comfortable to wear, and I have the shade Istanbul. My goal was to use this 10 times. I had 8 uses last update, so I definitely knew I would meet my goal by this update, and I did. I used it 2 times, and so I met my 10 uses. Sorry if the lighting is changing. It's the afternoon, so the sun is like moving this way out of the window. I love this lipstick. I'm so glad that I have it. Every time I wear it, I get compliments. It's just a beautiful pink. So yeah, hopefully, I always say that I would, definitely wear it more, but I'm working on other lip products, so I might not have a chance to wear this again. Hopefully I will. And not again. Of course I'll use it again, just not, as a focus product. Next was Law and Order. I never watched that, but I definitely knew what it was. And that is a classic or a widely popular item. I immediately thought of like MAC lipsticks, and I think the shade Ruby Woo is an iconic red shade, so I rolled mine in. This is the retro matte formula, so it's very drying, and I was kind of unsure about using a red, bright red lipstick this time of year. I always think of red as, a holiday lip. So I did a low usage of 5, and I actually used this 4 times. So I had one used last update, and I used it additional 3 times, and I have sheared this out every single time. So I've made it work, and I've definitely enjoyed it more that way by putting it over like a lip balm or Vaseline or, whatever I have on my lips from my skincare. So I have my 4 out of 5 uses. I have one more use, and honestly, I wore it. I should have wore it today for my 5th use, but I'll talk about the lip that I'm wearing right now. So this is what this looks like. 4 uses isn't gonna make it look any different, but I want my 5th and final use to be bold, bright red lip. So I don't know when that's gonna happen. Maybe on the 4th of July. Oh my gosh, I literally just thought of that. I'm definitely wearing this on the 4th of July. Okay. The next prompt was MySpace Top 8. If you were in someone's top 8, that was like the peak of MySpace, and that is use your favorite beauty product 8 times. I've recently discovered that I really enjoy the P. Louise cream or liquid, what do they call these? Liquid blush formula. And so, I would say this is one of my favorite liquid blushes. I don't have very many in my collection, but this is the shade Lolly Dolly, and it is a beautiful bubblegum pink. It's very light. It barely shows up on my skin tone, which I'm very fair, so this is made for like either, I wonder if this shade shows up on, pretty deep skin tones. I wonder if it's pigmented enough, because it's very pigmented. I didn't even think about that. But my goal is 5 uses, and I did use it 5 times. I think I have a picture of just this on my face, so I will pop that up on the screen to show you how light it is. I completely forgot to swatch the lipstick that is staying in, but that blush is rolling out, so I'm not swatching anything that's not staying in. So that is the lipstick. It's a beautiful cool tone red, which y'all know I love. The last item that I rolled in the intro was that the intro? No, it wasn't. It was last update. Mean Girls, which is something pink. And of course, that movie is iconic. I feel like everyone has seen it. And I recently tried to rewatch it, and I was just not impressed. I didn't even finish it. I was kind of like, why is this so popular? I don't know. I guess that shows growth in me. But something pink, I rolled in my Pat McGrath quad. This is the Luxe eyeshadow quad in the colorway Passion Fleur. Feeling fancy by saying that. I just wanted to use all 4 shades twice, so no pan left behind 2 times. And I've used this each shade once, and that was all in one look, so I will throw that on the screen. I don't know if this has any of her special shades in it, but so far I'm not impressed. Like, these are not anything worth writing home about. The look that I created was fine, but it leans a little warmer than I like. This shade specifically is more, you can't really tell on the camera. The shift is really showing up on the camera, but in person it's more like a copper. And you'll see that in the look. I don't know if I want to keep this. I don't know. I still have, one more use each shade, so it's staying in. Um, I'm not going to swatch it because you literally just saw it on my eyes in those pictures. But those are all the items that I've been working on, and if you were keeping track, I rolled out 3 items, which means I can roll in 3 new items. I did randomize this off camera because I film when my baby naps and I have no idea when he's going to wake up, so I don't know how much time I have. So it just works better for me at this time of my life to pre-roll. I know it's super fun to roll, with me live, but I have other projects that I do that with, like deck of panning and pan those eyeshadows. So I kind of do a variety, but I got these 3 prompts, and the first one was iPod Shuffle, which was a whole collection roulette. So I had to do that off camera too, but I do have a screen recording, and I have a spreadsheet listed every single one of my products, and it is up to date. I just worked on it, like took me a long time, but I did it. And it is listed from oldest product to newest, like by month and calendar year. I took out like boring things like eyebrow products or like eyeshadow primer. I kept in like tinted primers because those are colorful, but I took out all like things that wouldn't be fun to see in my opinion. But I got a ColourPop Lippy, and it is the shade Hike House, and it is what I'm wearing today. I did not realize it would be this dark. But this is it here. This is a matte formula, and you can see it's Hike House. This was my very first use, so it's very new. I'll swatch it anyway just to see if it looks different. Swatched because I do have pigment to my lips, so things look darker on me than they are just normally. I don't know if you can tell, but it is a really pretty cool toned dark nude, I would say. But like all of my lip products, I'm gonna set a 5-use goal. This is kind of dark for summer, so we'll see. Maybe I can mix it with something to lighten it out. Maybe I can sheer it out like I did with this lipstick. We'll see. Next was, okay, so iPod Shuffle. I never had an iPod Shuffle, but my mom did. Those are like the little square ones that you have no idea. It didn't have a screen, so you didn't know like what song was gonna play, right? Is that correct? I had like an iPod 1, or I don't know. I kind of miss it. Do you ever have the urge to go back to like a flip phone with no social media, no internet, no anything? I definitely do. Okay. Next is Pussycat Dolls. Iconic. And that is a palette you bought for 1 shade. Sam, that prompt is hilarious and it's so true. Nicole Schwartzinger, hopefully I'm saying that correctly, the lead singer of the Pussycat Dolls, she is so talented. Like, have you guys ever heard her sing like opera or like iconic songs? Look it up on YouTube. She is so talented. She can hit so many like amazing notes. She's okay. I'm gonna roll in, hopefully this counts. It's only 2 shades, but it's more than 1, so that counts as a palette, right? I'm gonna roll in my Juvia's Place bronzing palette in the shade Light. I really only bought this for the top shade because it's so light and I'm so fair. This is definitely too warm for me, and honestly, when I swatched this, I swatched all of my bronzers all together, this swatched kind of warm. So hopefully on my face it works better. I have not tried it on my face, but this is it swatched. Y'all, cross your fingers that this works. Maybe I can mix some. This is it swatched. That looks really nice. I'm almost giving up on bronzer because I feel like it looks so orange on me. Right now I'm only wearing my Milk Makeup bronzer, the cream bronzer under powder. Hopefully that works. I actually offered this on my Instagram stories for like, I offered a ton of makeup just for free, all brand new makeup. I have swatched this obviously, but like nobody wanted it, so I guess I have to keep it. And I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna try to use it. So I want to use this 10 times, and that means any capacity. So I can use just a light shade, and that counts as one use. Or I guess both, like each shade is one use. So if I use both shades, that means 2 uses. Yes. Okay. The last prompt that I have was 7-Eleven Slurpees and something you got for free. I actually did go to 7-Eleven one time to get like the free Slurpees, and it was chaos, and I never did it again. I'm not one to do that, just my personality. I'm too, I don't know, too reserved or shy or whatever, but my friends made me go, and it was just like, I want to go home. But I'm rolling in. I feel like something that is extremely generous to get for free. I'm rolling in my Natasha Denona. I get so confused what this is called, either the blue purple palette or the purple blue palette. I think it's the blue purple palette, but Laura from the channel Laura Force decluttered this to me for free. A Natasha Denona palette. There are some pans in here, which I mean I'm fine with. More pans from my collection. But this is what it's looking like. I have sprayed it with alcohol, you know, safety first, but of course isn't it so funny how I was just gonna say I trust Laura, but I don't know Laura. Like we talk, you know, internet friends. Isn't that funny how we just like trust each other blindly? She seems like a trustworthy person, but I did spray it with 70% alcohol just to sanitize it. I don't know what I should do with this. Usually when I roll a palette and I just want to use it for one look, but I feel like I need to do more than one look with this. I'm going to do 3 looks. I feel like you could easily get 3 looks out of this palette. Definitely not swatching it. Definitely not swatching it. But that's it for my update. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. And again, if you're not subscribed to my channel, I hope you do so before you leave. I will see you all in my next video. Bye.